Let's go indeed. Hello, 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 and welcome to another one line of code. I am back. I am one lion, but I'm also here. And I'm also many names. Um, I'm also broken at the moment. I was trying to get logged into the bot, and I can't even access the page for the bot. What? Twitch bot service running, restart. Maybe it's not running on the same port anymore. Oh, time to check the logs. Anyway, hi, hello everyone. How have you been? I hope you are doing well. Clicks proceed. Proceed. Where even are my logs? Where even is the bot running from? It's been so long since I've had to do anything with the bot. Are you here? Check services. Services will tell you where it's running from. Do 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 do. But yes, hopefully you can hear me okay. I see Dukasoft is first and Tyndall is second. Many good times. I push buttons over here. I hiccup. I push more buttons. I find out where this is running from. Oh, it's running from NSSM, which is not helpful because NSSM is just the application that I use to register the bot as a service. It's rural clock time. Dukasoft's bot is running just fine. How'd you manage that? I want mine to work. I wonder if I still have the NSSM command in my PowerShell history. Nope. Oh. Man, this thing keeps a pretty long history. Either, oh, I found one. I was going to say either that or it is just looping, but I found a couple of NSSM commands for my Lineage 2 servers. There's the Twitch bot service. Which would be running from D web server apps. And Nightlight is here. Hello, Nightlight. Docker container on a NAS, easy to manage. NAS. Oops. There you are, Twitch bot. Okay. Logs. Run output error. Updated today. Nothing in the output error. Good. And currently in run is the Twitch bot. It can run in HTTP, but not HTTPS. Azure Static Web Apps. Excuse me, why isn't HTTPS working? Why isn't my HTTPS working? All right, let's try to manually run it. Stop running as a service. Back to this folder. Switchbot.exe. Nope. Automated realms. What did I call you? Hosted API.exe? Really? You're not the whole name? Weird, yeah. Whatever. What is the error? The error that it's giving me is failed to fetch service worker. Content Blazor. Index DB. My index DB is not fetching. What does that even mean? Firefox? Firefox is like, I gotta update. Did you finish the .NET challenge? I sure did. Thankfully, I got a confirmation saying that I completed it, but they have not sent the free certification exam voucher thing yet. Not view certificate, just let me go. I'm able to get to it in Firefox. What's wrong with you, Chrome? This is my channel. And awesome. We are connected. You're going to go over there. Yes. Okay, so we definitely have the bot back up and running. Hello, I'm back. I don't know if I still remember how to do this, but I'll do my best. Sometimes Chrome doesn't respond well if there's a plugin installed. True. It's working. It's working. Awesome. So I need to know if everything is working as everything else is working as expected. There's my desktop. There is chat saying you need to click. Like, I'm getting this on every single screen. Hopefully this doesn't come up every time from now on, because that's really annoying. All right, chat title, Twitch chat, interact, proceed. Oh, that's what Dukasoft clicked proceed on. I didn't even notice until just now. I'm good. I'm good. All right, so hi. Hi, Mom. You can see his chat now. Is your mom actually watching? That's pretty awesome. Other people text is turned off. Currently scrolling text is normal. Normal. Like a narwhal, except normal. Okay, I think we're good to go. Hi again. I'm going to say hi every 15 seconds. Not really. I hope not. So we have been working on a financial management tracker application during the stream and having fun with it. We were getting pretty close to finishing up the core functionality, and yeah, we're just gonna dive right back in. So Hi, everyone. If you didn't know, last week I was off. I was out of town, and that's why I didn't stream. But I am back in town and chilling. Happy to be back in town. I'd be scared if she was. She passed away a few years ago. Oh man, that'd be scary. Write your first app. .NET Hello World. No, you can't make me. Hmm. We're going to see what the progress was that we left on. I'm pretty sure we were working on getting the save functionality done while editing our lookup items lists. My shoulder is really itching suddenly. I didn't get any sunburns or anything like that. Awesome! I heard a noise. I heard a noise. What the noise was. Let me move things around so that I can actually see. Soft as in software. Thank you so much for the resub. 12 months, one whole year. If you guys do not know Soft as in software, I haven't really seen you streaming lately, but he does Office or yeah, is it just Office 365 in general or is it still specifically Word? But anyway, he does plugins using Blazor and just is an amazing person in general. Let's see if we can. Has anyone taken any clips of you yet? No, it doesn't look like it. We need to start taking clips. So anyway, um, Office.js, Blazor, etc. Yes. Um, if you are not following Soft as in Software yet, definitely hit the little heart button way up there somewhere. I wonder if I can. No, I won't do that. Anyway, so you should have a heart button if you're not following him. Click the heart to follow. Actually, there's a heart button every time now, maybe? Anyway, haven't streamed much lately, was a bit tight on time. Understandable. We have a release coming up next Monday, so I am trying to burn through the remaining stuff and then taking a week off in the middle of trying to get everything completed for the release. That was a bit, a little bit stressful because I have two projects essentially that I am trying to that are on a schedule. So, but that's okay. I am back now and hitting the ground running. So let us see where we are. We've been working on this list management page. This is for adding a new item. I don't remember. Oh, I think we got this to work as far as getting it to add to the list that we are working in. But it is not actually doing anything in the database yet. It's not sending any API request or service calls to add these items into the database as I change them. Then there is this edit and delete button that aren't hooked up yet to anything, but those should be the last bits of it. The functionality that I am not fully is not fully set up yet are payees having categories. So these categories here are for you to categorize, essentially tag your payees, um, and maybe deposit reasons. And then there's account type. So yeah. So let's go ahead and finish this add functionality so that when we do add an item, it pushes it to the database. Databases. Databases. Hello, Master Rat. Everybody always wants everything yesterday. Can only do what you can. Absolutely. And I'm not feeling like super duper overwhelmed by it. It's just I wasn't really like when you take a break from a project, it does take a little bit to get back into it. Have you seen the mixed Blazor mode in .NET 8 that allows you to have parts of your application run on the server and others parts in WASM on the client? Absolutely have. Really looking forward to it. We're most likely going to be figuring out how we can use that in this app because, for example, our landing page is a static page for the most part. There isn't really anything here that I need to have dynamic. And then the rest of the data entry portion of the app is definitely the parts that I would want to have Blazor running in. And even then, like this top part here is pretty static. Static. Will be interesting to see how they end up with the auth stuff. You know, are you talking about them indicating not including Duende Identity Server in the scaffolded project? Yeah. Okay, to address customer feedback, the availability of additional options and drive simplicity whenever possible, we plan to move dependency on identity server, removing it from our templates. In 2020, identity server project maintainers founded the company to support their efforts, and then they changed to a commercial license. We chose to continue using it in our templates for additional reasons. It's a great option. It's OpenID compliant and OAuth 2 solution. They provide their own template. It'll still remain if you qualify, remain free. Continuing on. Our template will link to documentation page that clarifies your choices. Document will list and link to the templates, tutorials, or samples. So they're not going to have any boilerplate, it looks like, for maybe. Like this paragraph here makes it sound like they aren't going to have any boilerplate for doing any I forget what it's called. Application authentication? Whatever the option is from the drop down that isn't AAD. Yeah, don't mind that if they have proper docs. They want to move away from the paid service and adopt the more accepted open services. Truth. Yeah, and Master Rat was talking about it too. Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing a lot of lag when it comes to, not lag, just an overall. It's really not that bad in this app for some reason. But like in another app that I've worked on before, you can see how long it takes just to get through the authorizing part where it's just trying to figure out are you even logged in? And it's like, ooh, that sure is taking a while. And then it's like, hey, you're not logged in. And then when you do log in, it's like authorizing for another 12 minutes. And Dugasoft is like, my issue exactly. Yeah. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on it because I need a good identity service solution. And we haven't set one up in this app yet. Oh, that duh. That's why it's not an issue in this app. We haven't set one up in this app, but we'll definitely use whatever the new solutions are. Hush, stop laughing. Actually, keep laughing. It's good for you. We'll explore what options we have available for this app. That would be a great thing to use it for. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna work on what Slicky Sim Shady. We're gonna work on getting this to actually save to the database when you click the add button. Slicky Sim Shady. Oh my goodness. What database am I using? Yeah, full SQL Server, SQL Server Developer Edition, which is pretty much full SQL Server. What else? What else can I have open? You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I think that's everything that we need for this. Okay, so let's head back over to the app. I don't know why, but this feels so much further away. Like having to turn my head all the way over there just to see the solution explorer. I don't know why. Like this is the setup that I've had for since I moved the camera to that monitor, which is at least 3 months. But it just feels like I'm turning my head so much further. Okay, data entry, lookup list, edit. Here is my I'm confused. How did we set this up? Depending on the lookup list, we have a different UI, or are you all using the same UI? There's our add account. I'm pretty sure they're all using the same UI, which is going to be bad for payees because payees are going to have some extra stuff. Your stream did improve since last time I joined. Your t-shirt is no longer in mirror mode. True. That's because I moved myself to the other side of the screen. And when I look this way, that's the direction that makes it look like I'm looking at the code. And so I didn't have to switch that around. One day though, like an app that I would love to work on as one of my first AR apps is just something that we can use on stream where you can change the words on my t-shirt. That would be fun. I think it would be fun. Okay, they are all using shirt cam. I have another idea of one that I want to do that's AR related, and it has to do with. Excuse me, can I pick you up? Has to do with this guy. Whoa. Who's currently my office cubicle mate. It would be a lot of fun. I hope it would be a lot of fun. Okay, I keep looking over there because that's my work product. We're over here. We are over here and we are looking at the lookup list edit, which is the one that has the logic for adding new items. And this is where we're just adding it to the list. But the first thing that we need to do is add the new account type. Not account type, add the new item to the database, So we're going to do that by checking our lookup list service and seeing what options we have. Create lookup item, where we are passing it T lookup item view model. So here we have a new lookup item view model that we will create. Okay, so that means all of you are going to get replaced with, actually we'll start like this, curly braces, so that we can have it all scoped so I can reuse the same variable name. New item. And actually, I could probably put new item above. And then we can do the request down there. Okay. So that's going to be an I lookup item view model, question mark, new item. Then we will assign it here. Clean up some formatting. And if new item is null, then display some kind of error. Thank you, Copilot. Why are you saying that? Unassigned. Well, then assign it. Just like we shouldn't have to assign it when we know it's going to be null. Okay, otherwise, we will do the service call to create a new item. Oh, pilot, be my friend. Lookup item serve. Oh, no wonder. I haven't injected lookup item service. Is it just lookup service? Lookup list service. Look right above. It says lookup list state. Oh my goodness. I need to do something drastic soon. I'm now managing 3 WordPress apps. At least you have business, I guess. I'm sorry it's WordPress, but you are good at it, right? I think. I'm gonna assume you're good at it. Define good. You can do it. You can do it 9 times. I thought you were going to infer it. Must be a non-abstract type. I thought you were going to infer it. I can't believe it's not. Right. And the reason is because this thing needs to be a lookup item with a parameterless constructor. I forgot. I knew nothing about WordPress a year ago. Same with PHP. Well, that is extremely impressive, Dukasoft. And you have three WordPress sites that you're managing. And I'm not just saying that. I mean that is impressive for real. For real, for real. Okay. That's stupid. That means that I have to um, create a response. I have to do the response thing here for each of them. Response model base int resp equals null. Sure, why not the full word response? That's exactly what I was accepting. And this is dumb because now I am like duplicating code. Whoa. I know how to type. Is it because you're nullable? Do I really have to cast it? Yeah, and now you're nullable. I don't like that at all. Would love to convert them into Blazor. That's, however, a lot of work implementing shops, etc. Yeah, I would imagine. Because you would actually need to write the whole back end. Would you, though? I wonder if it would be possible. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of how that would work. I was like, I wonder if it's possible to keep the site as it is. Yeah. Backend. Bleh. And then use the existing site as the backend and then somehow have WASM be served when you go to the page. And so your PHP site is essentially turned into an API backend only, and it never serves the UI. I don't know if that's even possible. The site, but I would not want to look at the DB. Yeah, most of the. I hope that wasn't loud. My coaster was stuck to the bottom of my bottle. Most of the logic that you would be working with most of the time anyway would be the back end stuff that you would want to convert to C sharp, and that's where all of the work is. I'm lost. I'm lost. Where are we? We are here. Okay, so we are doing the request to create the new lookup item. And we're going to have a private field that is going to be our response. I'm just going to call it response for now because I can't think of what else to call it. And I wonder if it needs me to manually set it to null up here. Otherwise, when I try to use it in that switch statement and it doesn't get set, it'll complain down here when I'm going to try to use it. So the first thing that we're going to do, oh look, I actually have a string that I'm using for my error message. That's not what I usually do. Why did I do it that way? Okay, so if either new item is null or response model dot was error, I don't really like that. Let's do this instead. We're going to have a separate one for the response model. Okay, so if the new item was null, then we will display a message that says error creating new item. The item not me. That's you, Kuri-chan. Lookup type. I just share the WordPress DB schema in Discord. Shared any. Let's take a glance. Open in browser. Actually, this is pretty clean looking. Here's your main users table and their metadata. So these are almost like claims, is what my guess would be. Then the user would have multiple WordPress links. And they would also have posts. And they would also have comments. Posts is a many to many. Am I reading that right? Is a many to many with term relationships? And that's on post parent. Interesting. All products are stored in WP posts. So this is products as well. Okay, so for a WordPress shop, a post is a product. Or in this particular one. And there's a post password. That's really interesting too. Post metadata, which is pretty much like a free form. You just fill in some key, add in the value, where these keys don't come from anywhere specific. They're just key value pairs. But this is the one that's really interesting to me. It's a WordPress post that looks like a many-to-many with WordPress term relationships and no many-to-many intermediary table. I mean, it kind of seems like that's what this is supposed to be. The intermediary table with a one-to-many and then a one-to-many to make this a many-to-many. Or a many-to-one, sorry. Yeah, many posts have the same term relationship and many term object IDs, and many term relationships have the same WordPress post parent ID. That's confusing. Post type is product type, or post type is product. Okay, so when post type here is product, then the WP underscore post is a product. But this could still be many different types of posts. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of this pattern here where you get this metadata table attached to just about everything, where you can just have a free-form key value pair. And the value is always a long text. But it still looks pretty clean overall. It's readable, it's understandable. And you can see the relationships, except for the one that I'm kind of confused about still. Big Gamey! What in the world? I didn't even know you were streaming. I have Twitch open. How did I not know you were streaming? Thank you so much for the raid, Bit Gamey. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. I took last week off, for those of you that didn't know, because I was out of town. I was in Mexico, spending time with my in laws and extended family. Everyone was there, from my mother and father-in-law and all of their children and all of their grandchildren. I got the notification saying you were going live, but I was a bit streamy. Hope you had a good time. I'm sure it was overall too fast. It was overall too slow. Um, yes, yes, that's the amazing Dukasoft. And actually, you know what? I really, really love your stream. If those of you that are in my stream have never had the chance to watch a Bit Gamey stream, definitely got to check it out. Here's a
bean sneeze. Can't beat a good bean sneeze. At least if you're on your own at home, maybe, you know.
Rosen.
Not in mixed company dinner party or something. Wouldn't.
Bean sneeze.
That's updated.
Was that just my clip that froze for a second there, or was that actually in the clip? I need to review my clips. No, no. I will play this. I apologize ahead of time. I need to play it in a browser where you can actually hear sound. House. Look, it's Kung Fu. Oh, man. But yes, having a fantastic day so far. Enjoying my first day back. So that's Bit Gamey as a baby. I love that people have fun at my expense. No, really. But anyway, I hope your stream went well. Definitely feel free. We would love to hear about what you were doing today. But if you need to jet, I understand that as well. So whatever is whatever, you're definitely welcome to share. So the thing that is difficult for me now, I guess, the reason that I don't notice when people are actually going live is because I'm on multi-stream most of the time. And that means that the tab that has all of the channels and such, excuse me, is in the same browser window and the tab is covered up. But as you can see, BitGamey was streaming. He was live, but he wasn't live when I started my multi-stream. But you know who is? Ardacky. Oh, and now I can't see chat. Come back, chat. Just working on some more Tripe, my R-Type inspired shooter. That's going to be so much fun. I do need to come back in a few though. But Will Lurk, thank you so much for the lurk. And hello, Belint. Hello, 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 hello. Did you give, yeah, you're on top of it. Never mind. I have the best non-bot bot ever. I will use all of the olives. Anyway. So yes, there is a shout out for Science Streams, the most fantastic science streamer that I have ever seen and watched. I'm often lurking on your channel and most of the time away because you stream at a time when I am not at my computer. Which is sad. Because you're like one of the most prominent members of the community, of the streaming community. Partner. But yes, definitely check out Belint Science streams. He does some really, really cool stuff. And the ones that I absolutely enjoy watching are the ones that don't have spiders on them. I don't mind looking at ants and larvae and other insects, but spiders. Bleh. He has all the facts. Plus, he's a really talented artist. He makes some really cool stuff. You got to see his emotes, of which I don't have any. Oh, does that make me a bad person? I think that makes me a bad person. I was on vacation, okay? I was out of town. I blame that. We are still trying to write the error messages for this. So there is our some kind of error message um, for when an item is not able to get created because we don't have a way to create it in our lookup list. And actually, we should be fine to go ahead and do that here and then just return. And then I don't have to check for a null new item here. Because in every case, we will be assigning new item. Oh, and I guess I don't need these anymore. That just adds to the, wake up. That just adds to the indent. Oh, I guess I should talk about the project, huh? So the project that we've been working on the stream is a financial management tracker that is intended to be used by an individual for tracking their financial spending and savings. And the reason I decided to start working on this project on the stream or as the stream project was because I used to be able to stream my actual work product. We had a full day together every day of the week doing Blazor web development or full stack development and for the Rocky Mountain Arsenal. And we got to have a lot of fun seeing real world projects in development and then eventually in use and maintaining those projects. But then I got a new job. I left that one and I'm working at a place where I cannot stream my daily job, my normal 9 to 5, even though it's like 4:30 to 4:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. But whatever. With some breaks in the middle. So I was like, I still want to show Blazor, and I'm not able to stream every day, so it's only like 2 hours. It was 2 hours a day, and then that was too much because workload. And so now it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 hours. But so I wanted to do Blazor. I wanted to show full stack web development as I would do it if I were making a work product. And I also wanted to. Oh, he has my schedule. Thanks, Dukasoft. Um, and I also wanted to something. Now I can't word. Uh, I also wanted to eat tacos, like the good kind of tacos. Oh, I have an Access database that I track my own financial spending with. I do use Mint, so I have all of my accounts connected there and it shows me overviews and stuff. But that's not quite this, it doesn't have the same impact to me as if I was tracking my own finances. And since I started tracking them in 2014, I decided to do it using the skills I had at the time, which was a lot of Access and VBA macros. And I created an entire database thing using Access with UI and everything. And I've been using it ever since. And I'm like, I'm a Blazor full stack developer. I'm a .NET full stack developer. Why don't I transfer this over into a Blazor application? So that's what we're doing finally. So I got to knock out 16 birds with, I don't know, I just let them land on my roof. I don't throw stones at birds. That's just mean. I attracted 16 birds all at the same time. All your mods are belong to us. Yes. I love how on my little thing, Dukasoft, since he was in BitGamey's stream as well, he's showing up as Raider from BitGamey. He gets to be everywhere all at once. Okay, so if our response is not null, I guess if our response is null, which should never happen, we will get add new error equals error receive an error occurred while receiving the close bang yar while receiving the response from the server. Please oh, I can't do this. What am I doing? I need my localizer. I keep putting all of these messages just in straight strings because that's what I've been used to for so long. And I've been trying to keep everything localized. So I will add these strings to a dictionary so that they can be translated. And when they are translated and we switch the language of the app, you will see the words in whatever language, provided it's in the dictionary of languages. Anyway, please refresh the page to determine if the item was successfully added. It's a terrible thing to ask the user to do, but I'm doing it. All right. Otherwise, if response was error, then add new error. Well, actually, we're going to use the actual response error itself. So this is going to just be returned. The error will be displayed in the UI. Thank you, Copilot. This is do the service call. All right, so if we are here, the item was successfully created. I don't even need to write my own comments. Can't you just refresh the page for the user? I could, but what if they don't want to refresh the page? So I'd rather ask them to do a thing that they might not want to do versus do a thing for them that they might not want to do. Force them to have a thing done. Yeah. You can do this easily by pressing Alt F4. Alternatively, you can unplug your computer. If it is a laptop, also remove the battery if you can. If you can't, then hold the power button for, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes. All right, Nightlight. Sorry. I hope you enjoy your day. Have fun. Fixed it. I fixed it. I'm going to keep having fun as well before my brain goes bleh and starts leaking out of my ears. It took me about 30 minutes only to catch up on my emails, my work emails this morning, but the amount of items that I flagged that I need to take action on, that's going to take me about another week to get through. Oh my goodness. It was a lot. I mean, I only had like 30 something emails for a week, and that is not bad at all. Easy fix, delete all mails. I used to work at a job where I got like hundreds of emails if I was gone for a week. Okay, so the item was successfully created. We need to give the item the ID, which is going to be hard to do. And the reason that's going to be hard is because we're going to need to set value text equal to the return object, which is going to be the new item ID. But we also need to set the underlying ID for the object equal to that. The other thing I could do is tell the lookup list to refresh. And where are you specifically selected categories? Oh, right. Because one of my UIs might have categories, right? I remember. Where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where? Underscore items. I'll just refresh the items. How does that sound? Like a bad idea. Okay. You're just going to be a task apparently. Whereas I could just also make you synchronous. That's not good because I would also need to refresh the cache. I wonder if I can do the get lookup items, which should get it from the cache. Get lookup items. Of that type. Then have a switch inside of my get lookup items for, oh, oh, this is where I do it. I was supposed to use lookup list state. But how do I get the response? Hmm. Mm-mm. All right, lookup list state. And you're angry because we want a response model of lookup item view model. Okay. So then underscore response is going to be I lookup item view model. And what does that mean for this? That means, okay, I'll be here, Duke of Soft. Var resp equals. Oh, and now I have to put the curly braces back so that I can use the same variable name again. That way I can do something like response copy response underscore response. Did I copy? I'm pretty sure I called it copy. Maybe I didn't. What did I call it? Do I even have that in this project? Oh, it's add errors from the response model base. Yeah, add errors using response model. Okay. Grasp. So that's going to be fun. And response return object. Oh, what did I call these things? Data. Why am I calling it data here and return object down here? Consistency, man. Why isn't that working? I'm so confused. What am I doing? I'm looking for a response model only, not response model base. Okay, that'll work. Whew. Oof. Okay, we got this. So because I am doing it that way, because this, what are these called? Generic type. Because this generic type is the interface, and here I am getting back a concrete type every time, I'm not able to assign this directly to the output of this because it doesn't know how to cast the generic to the lookup item view model. But what if I told this thing to? What if I told you to? Would that break things? I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. Hello, Dragon Spirit Games. Konnichiwa. And Scott is here too. things are going fantastic today. It is a Monday of the beginning of a work week that I get to have lots of fun trying to catch up on everything that I missed last week. Half sarcastic, half not. I think you are an interface, so I need to update you to. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I can just assign it like that again. So I can pretty much undo all of those changes that I just made with this stuff here. So all of you go back to underscore response. But how are you doing on this fantastic Monday, Dragon Spirit Games? I've already forgotten what your normal stream schedule is, but will you be streaming today? Why are you weird? Oh, because you're all using lookup list service instead of lookup list state. Right. Okay. And the reason that I'm using state is because I also want to update the cache at the same time. Lookup list state. Service goes away. It is a week where I get 1 year older. Friday, to be specific. Well, happy early birthday. We'll have a community day party just for you. So Friday is our normal community days on this channel. No. Oh, haha. And you are potentially null. Okay. I will be in less than 20 minutes. Awesome. My laptop is already very slow, so that doesn't bode well. Restart. Do a good restart before. So if you guys don't know Dragon Spirit Games, he is working on a game called Gaia, and it is about his daughter who essentially meets the gods and goddesses, and you travel across different locations and learn about them. And she's also going to be helping with saving the world. Can we call it saving the world? Helping to clean up the world, or to at least educate us in making better choices, being more respectful to Gaia, which, if you don't know, Gaia is all about, or is Mother Earth. And yeah, it's just such a cool concept. You got to check him out. I'm going to try. I don't think you have any yet, but we're going to see.
What I'm
No.
doing. I'm
Oh,
making a
we do.
game about my daughter for those of you who are new to my stream. My daughter is Gaia. She's in the right bottom of my screen. Um, as you can see, she's a almost 5-year-old girl. She's going to be 5 in July, end of July. And I'm making a game about her because I also am a great fan of Greek mythology, and that's where her name comes from. So yeah, she's the object.
And it's going to cut off at 30 seconds. So the reason that I have my clips stop at 30 seconds is because if people have copywritten music or material, then I don't want more than 30 seconds of copywritten material to be played, since I post all of my videos to YouTube. And I already got a copyright strike for is it a strike? Anyway, the one that's pretty much a warning that says you have copywritten material, we're going to mute that part of the video. For playing more than 30 seconds of a copywritten music sound thing. But anyway, definitely check him out. And if you aren't already following, Dukasoft always does this for me, so I'm having trouble typing. But Dukasoft stepped away for a minute. Then you can now use the heart button all the way up there to be able to follow Dragon Spirit Games. Definitely check him out. It's going to be a good time. I will be lurking on your channel when you start streaming. I just need to have a way to be able to see who is live. So I'm going to change my left monitor around a bit. Scoot this over here. Squish you in here. Okay, now I can see my list of who is live. Yatta. Okay. So what are we doing? We're saving this file so that we can get rid of all of these red. Hello? Oh. Save. What did I change here? Probably a carriage return. Okay, so that got rid of all of the errors, which means that I wasn't doing anything else with the ad. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and refresh so that we get a clean list. Let's review the logic of our lookup list state.create list item, or whatever I called it. Lookup list state, lookup list state. Did I actually close? State interface. Oh, it's probably in the component library. I have to close this for now as my laptop is not having it and get ready to stream. All right, I hope you have a successful stream and I will be there when you start. Okay, so here is my create item. Here is me updating the ID. Yeah, but I still don't have a way to update the individual type's ID value, but I can update the value text, which really is the only thing that I need to worry about when sending stuff to the server because I'm using value text instead of the actual item. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But first, let's just give this thing a go to see if we can actually add an item to the database. And the way that we'll be able to see this is by using the SQL Server Object Explorer. Hopping into localDB, I'm pretty sure we have our connection string set to localDB currently. And let's pick one of these. Let's try a category. Food data. So right now we have 7 total categories. Let's try adding one called grocery store, general store, fast food, restaurant. How about weapon shop? Okay, so I should have had this open to see if there was actually a service request, but that's fine. Hello, Abatus. We can just see if it was successful. I don't see anything here. Refresh. And it is not there. Fine then. How about armor shop? Okay, so what we're looking for here is a request to add it to the database. But the only thing that it's doing is adding it to my cache list. It's not actually doing the service call. It should be. Did it somehow not take the changes? So this line here tells me that it should do a service call to the endpoint to add a new lookup item for category. That would be this one here. Oh, right. I was going to do that. I don't like seeing this like this. We're going to delete this. We're going to duplicate. Yeah. Extra clothing parentheses. Delete that, delete that. Okay, so that cleans it up. Oh no! What happened here? Multi-carrot, what are you doing? Whoops. Okay, try that again. This time, don't suck. Okay. That might be better, I think. I don't know what you're doing, but you're broken. So that's fixed. What we can do then is instead. No, we can't because there's this. Okay. Okay. There's still more that's broken. What all did I break? I broke a lot of stuff. I don't see any red markers here. 113. Cannot explicitly convert this to an item lookup view model. A lookup item view model. Maybe that's what was going on. When I had the cast, of item lookup view model. But that doesn't make sense because this thing is asking for the generic, so never mind. Yeah, this should work. So what exactly are you angry about? Line 113, column 33, which is this one. What? Can I implicitly convert response model of? That's fine. You were supposed to have changed? No? I look up item view model. Okay, I'm going to stop it and restart it. And be very quiet for a minute. Yeah, looks fine to me. No build errors, no issues. No idea. No recourse. All right, weapons shop. There we go. So notice that we have a call to categories, then we have a call to summaries. My summaries got updated for some reason, but the call to categories came back and we got a new record created with an ID of 8. So if we look at the database, no, and I scrolled up on accident right when I was trying to close the what's new. Then we see here a brand new category called weapon shop with a sort order of 0. So what I probably should do is have the create new lookup item. If sort order is 0, change the sort order to sort order max plus 1. We'll do that. Lookup item service on the server, create lookup item, and it has lookup. Oh, are you the one that has the sort? No. Are you the one that has the sort? Yes. Okay, so we know that an iLookup item view model has sort order. So here's where we create the new record. If new rec dot sort order, which this means that the user has not specified a sort order. Are you listening to me? How do you know that that was the direction that I wanted to go? How do you know that it wasn't if sort order is not 0? It's so smart. Anyway, so if sort order is 0, then that means that the user did not specify where in the list they want it to be placed. So we're going to put it at the end of the list, which is max sort order plus 1. That was really cool. If I say this out loud, will you do it for me? Otherwise, if the sort order is something other than 0, then I also want to make sure that we reorder the remaining items. So that all of the items after this one get a sort order of their current sort order plus 1. So if we get here, then that means that the changes were successful. And actually, we can still do it before. Not resort, it's called update sort orders. We could probably write this a little bit shorter. Like so. Okay, so then down here, if... Actually, we can do it all here. What am I thinking? We can do it all in this if statement. Update the sort order of all of the other records, other recs, where sort order is greater than or equal to for each. increment the sort order. Then we're going to save changes. Yes, that's exactly what I want. So even if this causes a gap, the only thing that really matters is that it's numerically in order. So we can have a deleted record whose sort number is somewhere in the middle of all of these, and we're incrementing that one too. But the only thing that matters is how it appears in this list. And for some reason, I don't have it ordered by sort order. And the reason I don't have it ordered by sort order is because when I display it in this list, I want the user to be able to change the sort order. So if when it's looping through the list and I'm updating the order of the list, it'll just change it right back if I haven't saved the changes yet. So we'll get to that in a second. But if I refresh though, we'll see weapons shop will be the first, except that it's not sorted by sort order. So weapons shop is in there. But that means that it's successfully saved to the database. Awesome. Awesome possum. I'm going to go ahead and manually update the order for that one. Actually, no, I'm not, because we're going to implement reordering as well soon enough. Okay, so save new items works at least for categories. So let's try for account types. The one we have on hand. It looks like we added it. No errors. And we look in the database for account types. And the one we have on hand is in sort order number 5. And you can also see that it was last updated today because that's when we created it. It is not deleted. We need a flag to be able to be set that is increase on payment. So that would be for something like a credit card, which also means decrease on deposit or transfer to. And that's how we know to increase when we are charging something to the credit card, and then decrease when we are paying off the credit card, depositing to it, or transferring from one of our other accounts. Okay, need to write that down somewhere. So account types. To do. For account types, need a flag to set for increase on payment. To do. For payees, need to add UI for is payee active? Adding categories. Dragon Spirit Games has started streaming. Hopping over to his channel to lurk. Turkey for a bit. Except that I have a commercial. I should have waited until after the commercial to send in that message. Okay. So the account types work, deposit reasons. I already have it just because. Because pirates. The other one that I want to figure out is, did we actually implement the enter key? Which we'll do just by testing it, of course. Boot data. Because pirates. Oh no. I forgot about that. So starting balance, sort order 99. How about we just add one little bit of logic? What are you doing? Why did you do that? Let's add a little bit of logic for sort order 99. Or actually, it's not even sort order 99. It's for setting the sort order to max. But we need to only do that for non-deleted items. Is that you? That's you. Okay, so where sort deleted, not deleted. Huh? I don't have a deleted flag in here. Got it. That's a good thing to find out, I guess. Okay, so there we go. We're not deleted. And that shouldn't have broken anything because all of my lookup tables do have a deleted field. So that was just weird. Okay, so then for yeah. Yeah, and then essentially what we're going to do is when we are updating the lookup items, the order of the lookup items, that's when we'll go ahead and squish. Will we though? I don't think so. I think we could do it here. Since we already have our lookup lists, we can go ahead and update the list orders here. So get rid of any gaps. We can do that now. But I want to do it down here because it'll be all the time that I want to get rid of the gaps. So for each, oh no, except that I'll be modifying the collection order by sort order, and then I'll to list it here, except that I'll to list it here. That's what I said. And that way I can update it here. So this is remove Remove. What am I removing? I am removing gaps in the sort order. We're going to start counting from 1. Thank you. Which I guess I could have still did 0 and just did plus plus per item instead, but whatever. Okay, so hopefully this will not break. Since we are modifying the record potentially once up here and then modifying potentially the same records down here, or some of the same records, hopefully that doesn't break anything. And the other thing that's going to happen is our new rec sort order. Oh no, I can't do that here. I have to do it after save changes if I'm going to do this, because it won't have our new record sort order. This goes down here. And this will only need to be done if we aren't manually setting the sort order to the last record number. Maybe if we do this after the add async, we'll still be able to get the new record in this list. We're going to have to try this out. We're going to add a gap to the next table that we're going to try adding a new lookup item to, which is the line item types. Wrong button. I mean, not double click. Okay, so we're going to put you at 20, 15, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. That works fine. Okay, so we have gaps in our sort order now, but I still want them to be in this order. I'm going to add a new item which will show up here. It will initially get the sort order of 21, but then I want it to go down to 9 after doing the, I forget what it's called. It's not trimming. It's the thing where you just remove the gaps. I'm sure it has a technical term. Right. So Duca tax. Yeah, and that looked like there was an error. The request to add the new, let's just go and look at the actual SQL error. And it would have rolled back, so it didn't make any changes to the table. One exception. Here we are. Nope, not the exception. I don't see any exceptions here. Dear sir or madam, you're supposed to give me an error. Clear. Clear. Isn't there a clear? I don't know how to clear the PowerShell. Mumble mumble. I was hoping to get this message inside of the that's fine. We can put it in here. Okay. The request to add the news, the link expression did not be translated. That doesn't make sense. Do you have a line number? Oh, I don't put the stack trace here. Did I implement? I did not. I was going to say, did I implement the logger? Actually, you can stay the way that you were. Let's do this. Hash if debug and if ret resp dot add error. I would add the exception, but I've run into situations where when trying to serialize an exception, it does tacos. I cannot word right now. When you try to serialize an exception, it has int pointers in it, and it can't serialize int pointer. So instead, I will have it serialize the stack trace. Ducates. So this will be my stack trace. At oh. Does anyone see my point in my code? Never mind. Found it at the very end, but it's not going to give us a line number. That's not very helpful. Ah. Okay. Attach debugger. And if it's this, then I'm just going to skip it because we don't need to do this. We could remove the gaps when we're trying to change the order of things. The other place that I could do it is after save changes, which just means doing another save changes as well. And since this here, this lookup list is the query, then I won't have to rewrite that. But first let's just try breakpointing. This page cannot be found. Yeah, neither can I. But you don't see that stopping me. What? Firefox? Are you gonna cooperate? Firefox isn't even gonna cooperate. Just kidding. We are not gonna debug this. Lookup was found. I hope you were able to do what you needed to do. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are creating the new record and setting the sort order if needed. We're incrementing the sort order of all records that are after the new record sort order if one was provided. And then we are saving those changes. We're adding the new record to the database context, saving those changes. After saving the changes, we're going to remove the gaps in the sort order so that they are consecutive for non-deleted items. And I am listing it here because we are actually updating the thing that we're sorting by in our enumerable. So every time it would evaluate this, it would try to look at the enumerable and be like, the collection has been modified, error. It plus school issues, fights. No, not that I was any better. Oh, that's no fun. That doesn't sound like a good time. Okay, so we're back in the app. We're F12ing. We're looking at the console at the network for all of the stuff that we're doing. We're adding a line item type of Duca. Oh, we'll call it the Ducabot tax, since Ducabot is a non-bot. Okay, so we're still getting errors. We're still getting errors. And it has to do with the query for where not deleted order by sort order. That doesn't make sense because we're doing it here. Oh, but we're I wish this thing told me what line number. That'd be much more helpful. Give me this message again. I'm going to use Notepad. Can I do a find and replace using regex in Notepad? No. What is this? I mean, it's obvious that I can't translate this because it doesn't make any sense what it's doing. There is no deleted field. Does the lookup line item type really not have a deleted field? That should have given us an error. The deleted field was deleted. Ugh. So we're doing lookup item base, which is an iLookup item, and iLookup items must have a deleted field. It's lookup item view model though. Does lookup item view model no one does. Yes. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of the second query really quick for removing the gaps. Save. Restart. Because we saw this one work. Do that. Still very, very confused why it would work once and not the second time. Or it's specifically this lookup line item types. No, it's all of them. What? And why did it work before? Hello, Deflux. How is your Monday going? Nope. What? Why did it work before? How did it? When did it? I don't know how it worked before. Or maybe it didn't work. Maybe this is the first time that we're actually trying it with the deleted filter. You're right, back in C Sharp? How cool is this in terms of performance? So, hello, Livio. Livio BRSC. Livio. Anyway, yes, I absolutely do write the entire stack in C Sharp. The only part of this that isn't C Sharp is HTML and CSS. And there's a little bit of JavaScript, but not much. But yeah, it's C Sharp everywhere. Back end, front end, and okay. Stop this. Get rid of the where not deleted. You know what? Get queryable lookup list. Aha! Found it. Oh my goodness, that's very special. Deleted equals x dot deleted. I wasn't capturing the deleted when creating the queryable version. Dude, can you take me back to the this thing? Thank you. Oops. You can paste. I mean, you can just uncomment. I think it's gonna work now. I wasn't capturing that. Thank you so much, Dukasoft, for posting the project details. Okay, so we're gonna try this one last time. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. Oh yeah, and I guess the question was how performant is it? It is quite performant. Thank you, Dflix, for putting my attention on that. I find it to be really responsive, really fast. The only parts of it that are kind of slow are authorization, which we had a conversation about earlier. But I think it's going to be better when we have our new options for identity in .NET 8. But like you can see this entire app loading fairly quickly for, I don't know, the amount of data that it has, I guess. Add. Dang it. Wait, I didn't actually click add. Now I did. Okay, so that worked. That worked. And if we look at the lookup item table, line item types, notice that I added some gaps in the sort order. We just wrote some logic that when you add a new item to a lookup item table, it will remove any gaps. And that worked. It put Dukabot tax at the very end and then removed any gaps in the sort order. So that still has me wondering, will it still work in the place that I had it so we don't have to do 2 save changes? After add. And the way that we're going to test this one, and this will be the very, very last thing that we do because I need to head back to work, is our next lookup table, which is payee. We're going to add some gaps. And add a new payee. Dflux DJ services. Broke. All right, what was our error? Our error is the request to add could not be translated, which means that that one is also missing the deleted column. That's what we just found out that that exception means. Another new question. What do you think about GPT-4 for programming? I use it every day at work, but I have a hard time talking to other devs about it. Interesting. I have no issues with it as long as you're using it as a resource and not as a tool for figuring things out, and not a write this code for me, copy it, paste it into your app without reviewing it or verifying that it is correct, because it's all it is. It's a tool. It's not smart. It's not, as an English transpiler, that's cool. I like that. Is it you guys here? Is this you? Get queryable? EPE. But yeah, I find it to be very fun to use. I write code to write code in English into the project I'm working on. Yeah, and that's completely okay as long as you are verifying that the logic is what it's supposed to be and you're not just taking it straight out of GPT. And again, that's my personal view since you're asking for my opinion. I'm not saying that this is blanket bad for everyone. Everyone should have this belief. It's just my personal feelings on using GPT-4 or just ChatGPT or any kind of AI assistive technology in general. You can see here I'm using GitHub Copilot and Copilot Chat, which I really haven't been asking it very many questions. But if I do get stuck, I'll ask. I'll ask Bard, I'll ask Bing, I'll ask ChatGPT, I'll ask Stack Overflow. So it's just another tool to add to your belt of places to research. Yeah. But I do know that there are many, and not many, I have seen people that are just completely against it or just don't want anything to do with it. But I have no problem with it. Okay, let's try adding deflux DJ services again. And it worked. So now we go check the table and we're going to see if moving the sort order thingy worked. So right now you see 0, 1, 4, 10. It should actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once we refresh. And it is. So 1 save changes and 1 commit with many operations, and everything works as expected. So as Dukasoft is oft reminding me, since we completed our feature or our current work, I will make sure to check in to commit our current changes. Implemented add functionality for lookup items. Commit. I may as well push it since we're at the end of our current day. So this will be available on GitHub. Feel free to take a look at our current project. But for now, I need to run back to work. I will be here again on Wednesday. But as you know, I post my VODs on YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after the stream ends. We actually reviewed the new terms of service stuff or whatever. It's not really new. It kind of read the same to me, but the affiliate agreement that says that your content still has to be Twitch exclusive for 24 hours, but you have to market something. Anyway, there was something that just essentially translated to, for our stream, we still have to wait 24 hours before being able to post onto any other content that I created on Twitch onto any other streaming thing. Streaming thing. So the issue with that is now I don't know where the streams are. Dragon Spirit. Okay, so Dragon Spirit Games came in earlier, and he currently doesn't have very many viewers. But if you guys feel like it, then feel free to join me on the raid over to Dragon Spirit Games, working on a game called Gaia. If you aren't into game developers, or he's using Godot, so if you're not into seeing Godot either, like the majority of the game developers I really love watching use Unity because I love watching C#, and I'm going to get into doing more development using Unity. So I want to watch people that use the tool so that I can pick up on things while they're working in it. But yeah, no problem. Deflux. I don't remember the question, but I'm glad it helped. But yeah, anyway, if you want, feel free to stay on the raid and we'll hop over to his channel. Other than that, feel free to hop into our Discord and chat with us there. As Deflex says, we have people there that love to help out where they can. I am one of them. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I'm terrible at goodbyes. So instead I'll say Janet, Matane. I'll be back on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'll be around looking on not random people, on a lot of people's channels. So that's it. Ciao. See you. I'll wave. Check out Softens Software. Thank you for waving. Check out Irish John Games, his game, Rise of Piracy. Stream Elements just told us. Okay. Bye.